cats and kittens. Welcome back to Mrs. Bauer's Bodacious Breathing Bungalow. It's time for another story today. So grab your cozy sweater, your fuzzy blanket, and your favorite stuffed animals, and come join me for a great story. Today's story is called Not Quite Narwhal. As you can see, this animal looks like a unicorn, but it also looks like a narwhal. I bet that's how it got its name. Today's story is going to be about animal adaptations and friendship. An animal adaptation is a characteristic of an animal that helps it to survive over time. Think about an animal's skin, their head, their eyes, their mouth, their nose, their feet, their hands, their tails, their horns, anything that might help them to survive over time, whether it's hiding from predators, whether it's hunting their prey, or whether it's surviving in a pack together. This story is also about friendship and what it's like to be the new kid around a group of people. I'm sure all of you have felt what it's like to be the new kid at school before, and sometimes it can be a good feeling, and sometimes it can be a not so great feeling. So after our story, Miss Bowers is going to lead you through 2 different activities to celebrate animal adaptations and friendship. Are you ready to get started? Come on, let's read. Not Quite Narwhal. Kelp was born deep in the ocean. He knew early on that he was different than the other narwhals. His tusk was not as long as everyone else's. He had different tastes in food, and he wasn't a very good swimmer. Physical characteristics, diet, and movement are all animal adaptations. Kelp's friends did not seem to mind he wasn't the best swimmer, so Kelp decided he wouldn't mind either. Look at that narwhal helping Kelp swim. What a great example of friendship. That is until Kelp was swept away by a strong current. I wish I were a better swimmer. Kelp found himself at the surface, closer to land than he had ever been before. High up on a cliff, he spotted a mysterious, sparkling creature. It looked so familiar. It looked like Kelp. I wonder what kind of animal it could be. Kelp swam toward land as fast as he could, which wasn't really fast at all, hoping that he could catch up with the creature that looked just like him. When Kelp finally reached the shore, he felt a little bit anxious because he had never left the ocean. He was nervous about walking for the first time, but the land creatures made it look so easy. Only it wasn't. Woof. Ah! Eventually, he got it. An adaptation of a crab is that it moves from side to side. Frogs hop, and turtles walk really slow. Everything on land was strange and beautiful, but also kind of scary. Kelp began to think he might never find the creature that looked just like him. But as he stumbled out of the forest, land narwhals! Actually, we're unicorns, and so are you. Kelp had never heard of unicorns before. They taught him all sorts of new things about his tusk. We call these horns. Wow. They introduced him to unicorn delicacies, the unicone, and they showed him how to gallop. There was no doubt that Kelp was in fact a unicorn. He He was having so much fun that he didn't want to leave. So look at these animal adaptations of the unicorn. They have a horn that shoots rainbows, they eat snow cones, and they gallop. That was very friendly of these unicorns to invite Kelp in and teach him how to be the unicorn that he is. Kelp remembered all of his friends under the sea. He missed them terribly, so he said goodbye to the unicorns and returned to the ocean. Come back soon! Kelp swam toward home as fast as he could, which wasn't really fast at all, hoping that the narwhals would still like him now that he was a unicorn. When he finally arrived, Kelp had butterflies in his stomach. Welcome home, Kelp. Kelp took a deep breath and told his friends the news. It turns out I'm not a narwhal. Of course you aren't. I'm a unicorn. We all knew that. The narwhals took it quite well. What a great example of friendship. Even though Kelp was not a narwhal and in fact a unicorn, they still invited him to play, and they took care of him all these years, even though they knew he was a unicorn and not a narwhal. Kelp was happy to be home, but now that he had experienced life on land with the unicorns, he couldn't seem to forget them. Did he want to be a land narwhal with the unicorns, or a sea unicorn with the narwhals? Kelp couldn't decide. But then he realized that maybe just maybe he didn't have to choose. Wow, look at all of those narwhals and unicorns. Look how they're being so friendly with one another, sharing the beach, using their physical characteristics, their movement adaptations to play and cook s'mores. Wow, that is super special. The end. I'm a unicorn. The end. I hope you guys liked Not Quite a Narwhal. I thought this was a really fun story talking about animal adaptations. And okay guys, it's time for your activity. Today we are going to make an adaptation animal, which means we're going to make a new species of animal. In this story, Kelp could not decide if he wanted to be a land narwhal or a sea unicorn. In this activity, you get to decide what you want your animal to be. You're going to pick between 2 to 3 animals and combine them with your favorite characteristics about them to create your own super species. Now, many of you know that Miss Bowers' 2 favorite animals are llamas and unicorn. So naturally, I created the llama-corn. My llama-corn is so special. She has rainbow, water-resistant, warm fur. Her unicorn horn acts as a flashlight. She has large ears to make sure that she can hear kind words. Her nose is in the shape of a heart so she can give hugs and high fives. Her voice is a song-singing voice. Her tongue is in the shape of a straw so that she can better eat her fruit and cotton candy. She is super strong, just like a llama and a unicorn are, so her body can help hold all of my supplies. She has super speed with her unicorn hooves, and she has a very friendly and kind personality. This llama-corn is super rare and super special. Now, I have drawn my picture and labeled her characteristics. I could also make a chart that tells what my animal looks like, where it lives, what it eats, what its personality is like, and what its adaptations are. I can't wait to see what other animals will be joining my llama-corn in our new you we would have 2 activities based on this story. The first one is our animal adaptation super species. Our next one is all about friendships. So head on over to my friendship superhero video on YouTube to find out your next mission. Have fun!